exclusively broadcast on Youku. Another revenge drama, Wang Churan looks stunning, the male lead is full of masculinity. Wang Churan is going to play a costume drama again, and it is still a revenge theme, which makes me a little excited. After all, the roles she played before are quite impressive. I don't know what kind of performance she will have in Youku's new drama Fangin Burning Plum Fragrance. It is said that it is still directed by Guo Jingming. It feels like a visual feast, but I don't know what the plot is like. Wang Churan, the goddess of revenge. Wang Churan's face, how to say it, is the kind of face that has a sense of story at first glance. It is very suitable for playing some roles with rich inner dramas and elevated roles. This time, she plays a killer who travels through time, which feels quite suitable for her temperament. She is cold, resolute, and has a hint of mystery. I saw her in other dramas before, and I felt that she had a unique appeal. This time, the role setting is even more eye-catching. I hope she can bring different surprises. I have seen some of her costumes before, and I think she is very suitable for costumes. This time, her look looks very good. It is the classic image of a beauty in costume, but she does not look too weak. Instead, she has a heroic spirit, which is in line with the killer's personality. Her acting skills have been improving. She has performed some of her previous roles very well. This role should be a new challenge for her. I hope she can seize the opportunity and create a more memorable role. The routines of revenge dramas are actually similar. They are nothing more than family grievances, love and hatred, but the key lies in how to tell the story well and how to make the characters flesh and blood. This aspect depends on the skills of the screenwriter and director. I hope that the plot of this drama will not be too bloody, and it will not be abused for the sake of abuse. It can show deeper things under the main line of revenge, such as the complexity of human nature, the hopelessness of fate, etc., so that it can be more touching. It is said that this drama is adapted from a novel, and the original novel seems to be quite popular. I hope that the adapted plot can respect the original novel, not be too outrageous, retain the essence of the original novel, and at the same time make some reasonable adaptations to make the story more in line with the narrative rhythm of the TV series and the aesthetic needs of the audience. After all, the tastes of the audience are becoming more and more picky, and it is not easy to win word of mouth and ratings. Guo Jingming's aesthetic feast. Guo Jingming's works are always beautiful and exquisite, like exquisite oil paintings. Every frame can be screenshot as wallpaper. There is no doubt that his aesthetics are indeed online, and he is also very good at creating an atmosphere. Whether it is a romantic love scene or a tense and exciting action scene, he can shoot a unique atmosphere that makes it easy for people to immerse themselves in it. This is also a major feature of his works. There are also some controversies about Guo Jingming's works. Some people think that his works pay too much attention to form and ignore content, the story is not strong enough, and the characterization is relatively thin. I partially agree with this. After all, a good work cannot rely only on pictures and atmosphere. What is more important is to have a good story and characters. I hope that this time Fangin Burning Plum Fragrance can make a breakthrough in the plot, and not be like some of his previous works, which make people feel empty after watching them. Only remember that the pictures are beautiful, and forget everything else. I am still looking forward to Guo Jingming's work this time. After all, his aesthetics are really good, and he has been trying new things. I hope that this time he can bring us some surprises, and can enhance the depth of the story and the thickness of the characters while maintaining the beauty of the pictures, so that his works can be more valuable and stand the test of time. Time travel and revenge, old tricks in new ways. Time travel dramas and revenge dramas are not new. There are already many similar works on the market. If you want to stand out in this field, you must be innovative and have your own characteristics. The setting of this drama is that a killer in the 21st century travels to ancient times. This setting is quite interesting. At least it is not the kind of time travel routine that is common on the streets. I hope that the plot can be developed around this setting and more new possibilities can be explored. When a killer travels to ancient times, he will face many challenges, such as cultural differences, living habits, etc. These can all become the highlights of the plot, and the killer's own skills and experience can also come in handy in ancient times. For example, in the process of revenge, she can use her professional skills to design some clever traps, or perform some thrilling action scenes, which can increase the fun and watchability of the plot and make the audience more addicted. The social environment and interpersonal relationships in ancient times are also completely different from those in modern times. When a killer travels to ancient times, he needs to adapt to the new environment and learn new rules. This is also a big challenge for her. She may meet all kinds of people, including friends, enemies, and lovers. These interpersonal relationships will also affect her road to revenge, allowing her to experience various emotional entanglements in the process of revenge and finally complete her revenge plan. Soul collision, both enemy and friend. There are two souls living in one person's body, which is magical and exciting to think about. Anju and Miju, one is a cold killer from modern times, and the other is a weak lady from ancient times. Their personalities, thoughts, and behaviors are completely different. It is very interesting to think about what kind of story will happen when these two completely different souls share the same body. Anju must look down on Miju's cowardice, thinking that she is too weak and useless, and Miju may also feel uncomfortable with Anju's strength and decisiveness, and even be afraid. After all, she has been living in a relatively closed environment before and has not experienced the life of swords and shadows like Anju. The collision between them is not only a collision of personalities, but also a collision of two different outlooks on life and values. But they also have a common goal, which is revenge. For this common goal, they must cooperate and learn to get along. They may learn from each other and influence each other. Anju may be infected by Miju's kindness and gentleness and become less cold, and Miju may also become stronger and braver under the influence of Anju. In the end, they may merge into a new and more complete personality. This dual personality setting actually reflects the multifaceted nature of modern women. Each of us may have different selves in our hearts, sometimes gentle, sometimes strong, sometimes fragile, and sometimes brave. These different selves together constitute a complete us. Just like Anju and Miju, they will eventually find a balance, a way of harmonious coexistence. Love and hate are intertwined. Where does love go? Encountering love on the road to revenge seems to be a common routine in many stories, but every time I see such a plot, I still can't help but be moved. Anju and Huarongjian, their meeting may be destined, or it may be an accident, but their love is destined not to be smooth sailing. After all, Anju is carrying the mission of revenge, and her heart is full of hatred and pain. Will Huarongjian be Anju's salvation? Will he help Anju complete revenge, or will he become an obstacle for her? Will their love help Anju on the road to revenge, or will it distract her and make her lose her way? These are all unknowns, and it is these unknowns that make their love story more fascinating. Love and revenge, these two themes, seem contradictory, but they are intertwined. In the process of revenge, Anju may be shaken by love, and love may become more complicated and profound because of revenge. Where will their love go, a sweet ending or a tragic ending, can only be revealed after the show is broadcast. A new beginning? At the end of the story, Anju completed her revenge, but her life did not end. She had to continue living. Will she choose to stay in ancient times or return to modern times? Will she get together with Huarongjian, or choose to be alone? These are open endings, which also leave more room for imagination for the audience. After so much, Anju is no longer the cold killer she was at the beginning. She has become more mature and more complete. She has found her true self and the meaning of life. No matter what choice she makes in the end, I believe she will live well because she already has the courage and strength to face everything. The setting and plot of this drama are quite attractive. I hope that the final effect will live up to expectations and bring the audience a wonderful ancient costume revenge romance drama. I also hope that Wang Churan can prove his acting skills again through this drama and create a more classic role.